What's going on, guys? We're out here at the lake, me and the Ninja. So before we launch today, I want to talk a few minutes about a few things, guys. Something that I've heard may be an issue. It's co-angler etiquette. So we're gonna do a quick video on co-angler etiquette. First and foremost, respect your boater. Respect your boater's decisions. Respect your boater, because without him, you probably won't be on the water. Some other things I'd probably mention: consider what you bring with you. I travel light. Sometimes I'll bring a little bit more, but sometimes I won't. Make sure that if your boater offers you a space to put it in, which I have been offered a box back here, that you fit into that box. Okay? Because if your stuff doesn't fit into the box, then you're bringing too much. So, the backpack fits in just fine. Try not to bring 17 poles. I've got a few extra today. I brought 5. Normally I won't bring more than 4 with me. It's just respecting your boater's space. So one of the most important things. Another very important thing is your space on the boat. Most boaters will tell you that this back deck is yours. Kind of where I'm at, the back deck. Okay? Consider yourself as a co-angler that there's an imaginary line. The imaginary line is usually somewhere right around here. Consider that imaginary line going all the way out. All the way out that way. All the way out that way. You notice I just did a full 180 degrees. That's plenty of places for me to cast. If you find yourself casting that way or that way, you're probably infringing on your boater's space. Right, Mike?
Absolutely.
Not really preferred. Almost a guarantee to not get you an invite back out on a boat. If you do decide to approach the front deck of the boat, have that conversation with your boater beforehand. Hey Mike, you mind if I come up front?
Hell no.
He doesn't mind, he says. Now I walk up to the front of the boat. Obviously this is on a trailer, but when you're out there in the water, have that respect and courtesy to talk to your boaters. In the event that your boater needs assistance, be prepared to do so. One of the things I noticed that's huge, and I've seen it in a few other videos and I've also seen it on other boats, keep your area clean. Keep this walkway right here clear. That is the only walkway on a boat. I've seen some guys that are crazy enough to walk the gunnels. I'm not one of them. Keep this area clean. Your tackle, put it away. I always take my tackle if I change lures or anything and I put it right back in my box, right back in that compartment. I keep the area clean. Another thing you want to make sure you do is help with the unloading and loading process, which I'm not doing now, so I'll get back to that in a second. Another helpful tip: discuss with your boater before you go out about safety measures. Bring your own life jacket. Have your life jacket checked regularly. Turns out last trip after me and Ninja came back, I had my life jacket in the back seat of my truck, got in it the next morning, and it had inflated somehow. It was one of those automatic inflators. So I'm waiting on a new kit. Luckily, Mike has a backup. If not, I have one in the back seat of my truck as well for a backup. Always bring your own gear and be prepared. One of the last things I'll tell you is if you're going to go out on a boat with someone else, keep in mind, you're going on someone else's boat. Boats aren't cheap, folks. They cost money. Between maintenance, gas, all that stuff, be prepared to offer your boater money. I don't pay Mike because I do other things. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I actually do give Mike money, 20 to 40 bucks every time we go out. It just depends on how much running we do. If we're going to be on a big lake doing a lot of running, be prepared to give up 50, 60 bucks, guys. I mean, gas isn't cheap. Another thing goes a long way, believe it or not, I've heard from many boaters, is something really simple, like helping with those. Talk with your boater. Find out what they like to drink. Find out what they like to eat. Bring the snacks. Bring the drinks. Take one less worry out of your boater's hands for a more successful trip boating, guys. Anyhow, we'll see you out there. Good luck, and hope you get on a big one.
There's your run right there.
All right, so to wrap it all up, we talked about respecting your boat and your boater. We talked about bringing minimal tackle but ample and clean up after yourself after each thing. We talked about doing your responsibilities during loading and unloading. You know, releasing the straps, making sure the plug's in, helping with the motor. If you feel comfortable and confident your boater trusts you, back the boat in. If you don't feel comfortable, say something, man. Don't ruin someone else's day by putting their boat or their truck in the water. Last but not least, do your homework on the lake you're going to. Know what techniques and tactics you plan on throwing. Get with your boater, talk to them, find out what their plan is, and try and match accordingly. If you happen to know a spot or two and you maybe want to try it, talk it over with your boater, but don't be pushy. If he doesn't plan on fishing that day, that spot, those areas, go with it. You never know, you might just find something new and catch fish where he's fishing. Alright guys, we'll see you out on the water. She's a filming. Glass. Could be a good fun ride. No waves, you could just go.
Frogs.
Fog.
It's a frogs.
Ribbit. So again, last tip on the whole co-angler thing. When you're all done, the boat should look just like it did when you took it out. Everything put away, everything taken care of. Make sure the straps are on, make sure the plug's pulled, transom mount, or transom saver I guess they call it, steering stabilizers. Mike's putting everything away.
Alright guys. Guys are always complaining. Try not to be that guy. Every time somebody gets in a boat, man, the excitement of being on the back of the boat and this and that, blah, 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 a lot of stuff comes into play. It's real easy to get, I guess, sidetracked and really not pay attention to what you're doing. So, you know, pay attention to what you're doing. You'll have a better time. Your boater will want to take you out again. And the biggest thing is, man, is people don't realize that when you upset your boater, he's going to go and tell his boater buddies, and then you're going to get a bad name. And whether it's true or not or whatever, or if it's exaggerated, you're just going to have an issue finding somebody to fish with. So hopefully we laid everything down in this video for you. Wish I could have had some footage of me getting some fish, but This is Finesse USA, and this Texas boy ain't got it all, so hopefully we'll figure it out next time.
You heard it straight from the ninja's mouth. So guys, hope you enjoy the videos. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I'll put it over here somewhere, and should be another video coming up over here somewhere soon too. So if you haven't seen it already, check it out. Tell your friends, leave me a comment. Pretty good about replying to them, and loudmouth bassin'. We're out of here today. Brought to you by Mountain Dew.